Hello. Today is February 1st. And although it's February 1st, I'm actually going to talk about something that happened July 4th, 2025. So, July 4th, yes, everyone knows that's Independence Day. Maybe some of you were cooking out or celebrating the 4th with some fireworks. But also, what was very significant about July 4th, 2025 was the passage and the signing really of the One Big Beautiful Bill. Now, if you have not heard about this One Big Beautiful Bill, either you are just completely disconnected from anything tax related, which, that could be you, or you have been under a rock. But either way, the Big Beautiful Bill is pretty significant, especially for the hair industry. So I'm excited to spend the month of February talking about the One Big Beautiful Bill and how it impacts the hair industry. If you've been with me all of January, you know that this is the 2026 Tax Talk series. I'm doing 90 days live of different tax topics, and I'm dedicating February to diving into this One Big Beautiful Bill. So if you've been with me, drop 31 in the chat and let me know that you've been here 31 days. Today is officially 32. And if you're here for the replay, I'm good with that. I think it's about 20 of you guys that are consistently looking at the replays, which I always appreciate. So thank you so much, even if you're not able to, watch it live. I do see you, putting in the hashtag replay or asking questions. And also, I want to make sure if you do have questions and you're not able to join us live, definitely leave those in the comments because I do read all of the replay comments. All right. So if you are new here, my name is Jennifer Drew. I am the founder and CEO of Hair CEO. We are a business advisory, bookkeeping, and tax firm helping self employed hair professionals and hair business owners become legitimate, profitable, and bankable. And so, we work with hair professionals in all 50 states, and I just love working with the hair professionals. So if you're in any other industry, I'm sorry, but I don't work with you. We don't work with you. I had some people reach out, especially during this series, asking like, "Oh, do you work with truckers, or do you work with such and such industry?" And the answer is always no. So I'm unique and only for the hair industry. All right, so back to this One Big Beautiful Bill. It is a massive bill. This thing is almost 900 pages, and I have been reading it because that's what I do, right? I'm reading it so that you don't have to, and really just pulling out the items that impact the hair industry since this is what we do at Hair CEO. And so there are a lot of things that are not hair related, as you can imagine. It's certainly not close to 900 pages about the hair industry, but there are some significant things in there that impact the hair industry. And I would say there are about like three pillars to inside this tax bill. And so throughout the 28 days of February, I'm going to dive deeper into these pillars and some of the other things. But just to give you an overview of what's to come, the three top pillars as I see them. The first one is the tip deduction. This is a big one. And if you haven't heard about this one, this is going to blow your mind because this bill says that the first 25,000 of your tips not not going to be applicable in what you pay for taxes. So like just not even like erase that income. That's huge. $25,000 off the top, like amazing. And again, that's what we're actually going to talk more about tomorrow because I know that that is a really hot topic. So I want to make sure that I break down the specifics related to that so that you're able to claim that deduction confidently, before you do anything. The second one that I feel like is really big is the overtime. So overtime deduction. So the in the hair industry, we all know that if you are a owner, right? Like you have employees. Sometimes the days can be super long. Um, it's just the nature of it. I mean, when I had my hair salon, we went into overtime quite a bit, especially on Friday nights or during holidays. You know, those hours, it's just like, you know how it is. Everybody wants to come in at the same time. We can be open at 10 a.m. Don't nobody want to come at 10 a.m. Don't nobody want to come between 10 and like 4. They all want to come between 5 and 7. Everybody, right? I get it. We live in a world where people are working. And so they always want to come to the barbershop and the hair salon after they get off work. But what that means is that they make for really long hours for the salon and for the barbershop. And when you have people working overtime, then you fall into different rules for how you must pay them, because it's not just the regular wage now. Now you're getting into overtime pay. So there is a deduction for overtime, which is nice. And again, we're going to go over that. So these are just the three pillars. And then the third one is the 45B tip rule. So 45B tips. So this one is pretty big as well, but only applicable to my hair salon owners and barbershop owners, again, who have employees. Remember, the tax code is always favoring folks who employ others. So if you don't have employees, this one won't really pertain to you. But yeah, it's pretty big one. So let's talk a little bit more about this 45B tip, because we will go into it more, but I was really excited about this one because the hair industry, like I wish this was in place when I had my hair salon, because my hair salon folks, the hairstylists were W-2 employees. And so this would have directly impacted me for the better, because it would have decreased how much I was paying in employer taxes. So I just want to talk about like how big of a thing this is. Restaurants have had this 45B tip deduction since 1993. And the hair industry is very similar to restaurants in that, it's a highly tipped industry, right? So you have your waiters and you have your waiters and your waitresses, and I don't know, do they tip hostesses? I don't know. But you have the waiters and the waitresses who get tipped. And the restaurant owners, they lobbied Congress and they were like, hey, as the restaurant owner, I shouldn't be responsible for paying employer taxes on these tips, because that ain't got nothing to do with me. Like that's between the client, the customer, and the waiter and the waitresses. Like, why am I paying tax on that? And the government was like, you know what? We agree. So in 1993, they passed this 45B tax tip deduction, and so restaurants weren't liable for paying, or they got a credit, a 1-for-1 credit on the employment taxes that they paid on that tip income. So it had to be on a W-2, and I'm going to get more into this, but it was a big deal. And so now, 2025, there has been some lobbying, and I'm really excited to see that, salons and barbershop owners, those who have employees, will get this same tax credit. So it evens the playing field, or maybe it brings up salon owners and barbershop owners up to the big table, big boys with the restaurants. I don't know. However you want to look at it, I'm just excited that it's here. So yeah, we're going to dive into that as well. So the three pillars are just a appetizer for what's to come, but I just wanted to talk about how, February is going to be all about the big one big beautiful bill. And so if you have specific questions, this will be during this month. I want you to stick with me. If you can't make it to every live, it's okay. Just make sure you check out the replay. And also, I'm really excited to implement these things for our clients in 2025. I mean, for the 2025 filing season, which is right now, especially this one right here. I mean, I have some clients who have hair salons and barbershops, and their stylists and their barbers are W-2 employees. And so this one tax credit, I'm really excited about implementing because we've never had it before. They've always just been paying, FICA taxes on the tips. And so now they get that money back. I'm so happy. Like, I know I'm a tax professional, and I mean, other things probably excite me than what excites you, but I'm very excited to see my clients get that money back in a form of a credit. And so if you are a self-employed hair professional, a barber, braider, loctician, hairstylist, whatever you are, or if you have a hair salon or a barbershop and you want to make sure that you are being taken care of with this one big beautiful bill, getting all of the credits and everything that you are entitled to, then I want to invite you to reserve your spot. We're working with a limited number of clients for the 2026 filing season, whether you're filing 2025 or let's say you're behind and you need to file prior years, we can certainly help you. So I want you to click the link in the description. And but otherwise, I will see you tomorrow when we dive more into this $25,000 tip deduction to make sure that you're claiming that correctly. And we will be on day 33 tomorrow. That is insane. I mean, yeah, I'm excited. All right, I will see you tomorrow.